is that there is a baseball pitcher named Sasaki. We've spoken about him. 23-year-old starter, 3+ pitches, could become a frontline ace in somebody's rotation. Remember, he's Ohtani, not the player. Ohtani meaning he's not Yamamoto. He's not going to get a 10-year, $300 million deal. Sasaki can only sign for the international bonus money available, $3 to $5 to $6 million, and then he's going to play for the minimum. We've told you from the start that the Dodgers and Padres are where he's going to go, one of those two. He's going to stay on the West Coast. It's likely he's staying with the Dodgers. Well, Joel Wolf, his great agent, has been having Sasaki meet with other teams and told us why these meetings were interesting, told us that Sasaki had given homework assignments to teams. I would have been offended by being asked to do an assignment. Hey, we're making you an offer to come play for us. Do you want to play for us? Great. If not, fine. Don't waste my time and I won't waste yours. Well, it turns out that Sasaki and his representatives have been calling teams in the last day to say, sorry, we've gone a different direction. I think that's very nice of Joel to do, and it shows what a great agent he is, and he is. It shows how upstanding he is, and he is. Calling teams like the Yankees and Mets, hey, thanks, but no thanks. But here's the problem. You allowed news to come out that the Padres, Dodgers, and Blue Jays are the finalists, according to Jeff Passan, because those are 3 teams that haven't been called. What exactly is happening? Are you negotiating with all 3 teams right now, trying to get as much of their signing bonus as possible? Are you negotiating an illegal side deal with one of the teams? You know you're not doing that because, of course, that would be illegal and you'd get caught. Why do you have to call teams and say they're out before you've made the final decision? There is no question that he could have chosen a team and before announcing the team that he chose, then gone to the other teams and said, I've gone a different direction. One of the things that is causing the media to think that he'll be a Padre and not a Dodger is the relationship he has with Yu Darvish. People concerned that the Padres ownership is actually would have an impact in whether Sasaki signs, and believe me, it has nothing to do with it. We read this morning that there's video of Sasaki pitching in Padres colors when he was doing a bullpen or some sort of pitching for the Padres. Somebody asked me whether or not it is normal or does that mean that he is a Padre. When we worked out players, we did not give them our uniforms to work out in. We did not ask them to work out in our colors. It is not entirely hard to imagine that Sasaki, as a Japanese player, when he was working out for each team, chose to dress in the colors of that particular team as a sign of respect to that team. I don't view it as a correlation between the fact that he worked out in Padres colors that he will be a Padre, nor that there's a rumor that the Padres are in prime position. Is it possible he doesn't want to be with Ohtani and Yamamoto, doesn't want to be third wheel, and that he wants to be with Darvish, and then Darvish will retire, and then it'll all be about Sasaki? Is it possible he wants a smaller market like the Padres, which will not give him as much attention? That's what we heard from Wolf, but it's not the case. The Padres get a ton of attention in Southern California because that's what the ownership wants with their payrolls and with the players they have and the expectations they have. There's a ton of pressure and attention to be a Padre. It's not like being in Miami or Cleveland or Kansas City or Milwaukee. No matter where Sasaki goes, he will get an unusual amount of attention. We know he's going to decide starting tomorrow is the first day he can decide. My hope is that he decides quickly because I'm sure the Blue Jays are tired of being the bridesmaid, and I'm sure the Dodgers would just like to know if they're going to have an even stronger rotation. However way it goes down, make no mistake, it's always just been about business.